Do you want to be big and ripped as a vegan, but you're not sure what meals to eat? Don't worry, I'm Paul from Hench Herbivore, a personal trainer and nutritionist, and I'm going to take you through a full day of my eating. For breakfast, I'm going to make a high-protein Greek yogurt with granola and all fresh berries, and it's going to be delicious. Protein powder-wise, I choose Vivo Life. I like the Perform one. It's the best if you want to get like the best results in the gym. So I'm adding that Madagascar vanilla in with this Greek-style soya yogurt. Got a whole pot of that, and I'm just going to stir it through until it's well combined. So between this soya yogurt and the protein powder, would you believe 48 grams of protein? How mad is that? And then for the topping, we've got this Bio and Me gut-loving granola. Just full of good stuff. Oats, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, brown linseeds, aka flax seeds, walnuts, cashew nuts, almonds, dates, coconut, dried carrot, rice and quinoa. I'm going to add about 60 grams of that into a bowl. Because there isn't much in the way of omega-3 in there, I'm going to add this mix as well. It's got flax seeds, chia seeds, some other lovely stuff as well, goji berries, but more omega-3 is a point. So I'll add about 3 of those. And also it's not going to be very sweet, so we'll add a good handful of raisins. We'll add a few fresh berries as well. And the secret weapon, we've got some absolute black buns, 100% chocolate, 0 sugar, so you get all the benefits of the cacao, but without the negatives. You still don't want a whole lot because there is some degree of sat fat, obviously. And just like some little red jewels, some little rubies, we've got some pomegranate arils as well to finish it off. Plenty of carbs there to fuel me up for the gym. The protein is going to be in my system ready for repair after. This is proper gym fuel, I'll tell you. I'm going to get a bit of all the things, a bit of that chocolate. Wow. The creaminess, the crunchiness, you've got sweet, you've got tangy, a little bit of that chocolate. This is just amazing. Try it out. I'm hungry. What have you got for me, love? I know I'm famous.
Always thinking about food. How to feed you. Okay, so for lunch we're having a kale and roasted chickpea salad with cheesy, legume, high protein pasta. That's it. That's a lot to remember.
You know, don't you? Step 1. What are we doing?
Step 1. Get your kale, take your stalks off it. Now I'm juicing half a lemon. I'm going to add that into the kale, along with some salt and potassium salt. And I'm just going to massage it in to soften the leaves. Look at my snazzy tea towel. You got me that.
Yeah, the giraffe is saying it. Hate the shit out of plants.
So it's important to get all of the moisture out of the chickpeas so that they crisp up really nice. So I'm going to use my really fancy snazzy tea towel and just give them a good pat. Oh, well, I'm just going to pick out some of these skins because you don't want those. They will burn. I'm going to add in some delicious harissa spices into these ones, but you can add in any seasonings that you like. I'm going to whack these in the air fryer at 200 degrees Celsius, that's 400 Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Or if you're putting them in the oven, you want to do 40 minutes at the same temperature. Okay, so for the Caesar dressing, I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of tahini, a tablespoon of chopped capers, half a teaspoon of whole grain mustard, half a teaspoon of white miso, half a clove of minced garlic, black pepper to taste, and thin with a little water. Now making the cheesy sauce for the pasta. The good thing about this is it's got legumes as the base. So nice and healthy.
You might like to say what legumes they were.
Oh, well, any white bean will do, but that was cannellini beans. Now I'm going to go in with some nutritional yeast. I'm going to go in with 4 tablespoons. We're only going to actually use half of this batch for the pasta. So you probably don't want more than a couple of tablespoons of nutritional yeast in a day anyway, because it does produce uric acid in the body, like meat does. Also going in with a couple of tablespoons of lemon juice, half a teaspoon of turmeric for colour, little pinch of black pepper, teaspoon of whole grain mustard, salt to taste, and also a little bit of potassium salt. Blend until smooth, adding a little water as necessary. Now we're going to get the pasta on to cook. We're using this chickpea pasta for extra protein. While that's cooking, just going to chop up some salad. Also, I'm going to add in some of these olives. These are fermented. We've never tried them before, but someone suggested we get them. Let's give them a go. Olivey. They smell like olives, so that's a good start. These chilies are going to go in the cheesy pasta. Lastly, we'll heat the sauce through, and then we'll bring it all together. In with the salad. Hold a little bit back to go on top. And in with the sauce. Give it a good old mix. Gonna also put in some chickpeas. So into our bowl we go, our massive bowl. And on we go with some olives. Make it look nice. A little bit more colour with some of the veggies. And a few chickpeas. And then our pasta.
I think Gemma went a bit heavy with the jalapenos, but what do you guys think? Comment below. I'll be honest, I love both of these recipes. I'm not sure if they go together or not, but I guess we'll find out. Bit of that cheesiness. Oh, this is a new addition, a bit of jalapeno. Cheesy, with a little bit of a hot hit. Ah, those olives, man. Creamy, delicious, tangy. Half of it's on the floor. They go together really well, actually. I'm going to enjoy this. Crunchy.
Cowboy! We're down here. Come on. Yeah, cowboy.
What, did you wake up lonely, boy?
Hi, we're down here. Hello. Do you miss us?
For dinner, I'm going to make you my most favourite meal currently. It's super delicious. It's amazing. It's smashed potatoes with green goddess dress, and got it off like TikTok or Instagram or somewhere. You know, you've got these crispy potatoes that have been smashed and then like roasted. Got this delicious, creamy, garlicky, lemony dressing. But of course, it's missing protein. So we're going to make some tempeh bacon bits to go on top. Make it well rounded. Add that salty little hit of deliciousness. So step one, we're going to get 500 grams of potatoes on to boil. Preheat your oven to 200 degrees centigrade, that's 400 Fahrenheit. Then we'll make the marinade for the tempeh. Normally, I would go with 2 tablespoons of soy sauce per pack of tempeh. However, I'm on a bit of more of a health kick lately, and I'm trying to balance my sodium and potassium and lower my sodium. So I'm going to do about half a teaspoon of potassium chloride, which is kind of salty, kind of not. You might not like it. Gemma doesn't like it, do you, love?
Not really.
I really don't mind it. I think you can probably wean yourself, but I just swapped it straight out. But you do you. And then we're going to go in, we've not used this before. We normally use a teaspoon of smoked paprika here, but liquid smoke apparently, you know, is the balm for this recipe. So we're going to give that a try. 1.5 teaspoons of that should do the job, which I've poured in there rather clumsily. And then most people will do about a tablespoon of maple syrup to give it a sweet aspect. I don't want too much free sugars in the body because it's not good for your health, so I'm just going in with a teaspoon. Just realised I've got less liquid because I took out some tamari, so I'm just putting in a tablespoon of water there, just so I've got more of a marinade. That really tastes like bacon with that liquid smoke.
Is it?
But, you know, not in a bad way.
Yeah, or in a gross way.
It doesn't remind you of death. Like bacon flavour crisps, if you will. So here's my tempeh. It's like little soybeans stuck together with mycelium, which is the sort of roots of mushrooms. So it's interesting stuff, very healthful. And if you've been wondering whether to go vegan or not, you know, this tastes just as good as bacon, but like, animals don't have to die horrendously. I know that you're a really good person. Why do you want animals to die so you can eat their dead bodies in a sandwich? You don't, do you? I know you don't. Come on, you've just not thought about it enough yet. I'm cutting it quite thin because we're gonna cook this up and then crumble it into little bits. So in it goes, and we're just gonna give that a good coating. Doesn't matter if it breaks up a little bit, obviously. We'll put this to one side, let that all soak in while we make the dressing. So the reason it's a green goddess dressing is that there's an S-ton of coriander and parsley. So I'm going to be a few minutes clicking some of these off. Basically, you want a fistful of each. So they're going to go in your blender, along with 100 mils of water. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, half an avo. You can see that this is going to be a good one because that's not all brown in there. When you're preparing your avocado, do be aware that the best part is close to the skin. It's darker green, it's got more of the antioxidants. So make sure and get that in there. We've got 2 tablespoons of cashews, 1 clove of garlic, and then salt. Again, I'm also using a little potassium salt and pepper to taste. And we'll give them a blitz. Now we'll pop the tempeh bacon onto a baking tray covered in parchment paper, and we'll whack this in the oven for 20 minutes, flipping halfway. Potatoes are cooked, so now we're going to smash them with the bottom of a cup. Just press them down. We're going to bang them in the oven for 40 minutes. While that's cooking, we're going to make a lovely side salad. I've got some lamb's lettuce there. And I'm basically going to chop up some other stuff, mix it in the bowl so we've got a good mixture of the different shapes and colours. And then we'll mix that through. So we'll start off with some cherry toms. We've also got some orange plum cherry tomatoes. Or is it cherry plum tomatoes? Comment below. Some radishes. We'll also chop up some red onion. And we'll add that into the bowl. Got a bit of red cabbage as well. And kook. And we've got some mixed sprouts. Mixed beans, alfalfa, broccoli and radish. Got some tiny little additions. Sweet corn, capers and pomegranate. It's a good idea to save some back because little bits like that, once you add your salad into the bowl, the little bits tend to settle on the bottom, so you want some just pop it on the top for decoration. When you're plating up, really important to have an odd number of things on the plate. If you have an even number, it looks a bit naff. So we'll get a dollop of the green goddess dressing on each one. I've crumbled the bacon up into bits, TM. It's bunched up a bit. Bit of spring onion, or what do other people call this? I've forgotten. Scallions, green onion as well, don't they?
Yeah.
To garnish. And at the 11th hour, we decided to chop up some chili. Oh no, I'm trying not to touch it with my fingers. I actually got Gemma to I'm going to have to do it with my fingers. I always touch my eyes when I take my contact lenses out, and no matter how much you wash them, it always burns. I'm having a hard time not drooling because I know how delicious these are. Instagram versus reality again. Got my nice neat dishes there. I've got loads more stuff to eat. So this extra dressing, I'll just whack this all over there. That'll help that go down. More bacony bits for my protein needs. I've actually got about double that salad if I want it, which I may well do. Down the hatch. That is too good. It's ridiculous. Have you been going for the longest time trying to build the optimal physique, getting the best health, but you're not quite sure what you're doing? Why don't you consider hiring Gemma and myself as your online coaches? We'll do everything for you. You just need to turn up and do what we say, and then you'll get the blinking results. We don't know much, but we do know about nutrition and working out. Link below if you want to check all that out. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. What?